Back up now. Hey, we're back again.
Oh, you're down.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you for watching and keeping us legal there. That wasn't because I just started Spotify. That was a technical issue with I was just about to say thanks, though, to Raven, to Holy Cows, and to Watching with Toddlers, who followed us in the last 7 days. Appreciate that.
Those are such good names.
They are.
Yeah.
Was one of them Holy Cows?
Yeah, Holy Cows.
Wow.
Underscore.
New to that.
So.
That's great.
And also, I don't remember if I gave you a shout out last time, but man, I can't get this one. That's Moyeti VR.
Moyeti VR?
Yep.
All right.
No, it sounds new.
Yeah.
Mike said it was playing an ad. He thinks that's what it was doing.
Oh, ads are on?
Yeah.
Let me turn ads off. I don't want ads on yet.
Ads.
Affiliates. I swear I turned
We
off
have
ads.
now?
I guess.
Do we have sponsors?
We do not have sponsors.
Oh, shoot. It's like I have to start drinking only one drink every time I come. And as long as it's not Gatorade, I'm okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, I swear I
Nothing
turned
against
ads are turned
Gatorade,
off.
but
So
too much of it is.
if you're seeing ads, I will look at that some more and figure out what's going on there. But oh, there it is. Disable ads for now. Okay. Stop messing around with our stream. I want to play. I don't want to show people ads. There we go. Okay. I think we're better now. And we got green lights on everything, which is good. Sorry about the technical problems. Oh, it's yellow again. Come on.
You haven't seen a frozen screen on the screen?
Yeah.
Just hopped on to look at it.
We'll see what we got going on. Give me just a minute to get all the internet stuff figured out.
Oh, now we're back.
Yeah, we're back now. Looking good. It's on that, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are going to push forward. Hey, says we're good. Mike says we're good.
What?
Do you mean dice? I don't see your large satchel of dice.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my car on my way down got a flat tire, which would have just been unfortunate. But earlier today, I had to go pick up my dad because his car got a flat tire. So someone, fate, the roads are out to get us.
Yeah.
The Hyams.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dice were in there, so I took a different car down here and.
Car safe. Mark's wife had a car problem.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, the roads are really apt to get us, I guess. It's all their fault. It's their... No, I had my travel set, though.
Yes.
And, if I need to make any big rolls, I have an app on my phone. I'll just
Okay.
Thanks, though.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Man, this is great. Welcome back to Dragon's Keep TV. We are finally live. I went and put a timer on our intro card thinking, yeah, this will be great. We'll just start up right as soon as that finishes, and then boom, technical problems.
Yeah.
So we can't win, but that's okay. We're still going to play anyway.
Yes.
Jared will be joining us in a minute. He is driving home from the airport right now and should be there soon. And as soon as he jumps on, we'll grab him in. But this is good because we can get started with this, and then we'll work Recton in just a minute. So, hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the DM. And this is Dragon's Keep TV. If you'd like to play with us sometime, we have guests on every other weekish or so. And we're happy to have people on. We have some recurring people that have come back based on their schedules. It's been great. We have 2 spots open at the table on any given night. So hit me up at dragonskeeptv@gmail.com. Or send us a message in the comments here. Or come into the store. We're playing in Dragon's Keep in Orem in the basement, in a little game room that we've gone and done up all nice and pretty for our stream.
But it's because we like it here. We were not banished to the basement.
No.
No. It's a nice room. It's
Yeah.
cozy. We're set up.
And, hey, I'll throw out a challenge out there. We've not had a bard as a visitor yet.
Ooh.
I think we've had nearly every other class.
Yeah.
Maybe not a rogue.
We've had a rogue. The last.
We've had a rogue.
that
Oh, yeah,
was
that's
Caesar.
right. That's
Caesar
right.
was a
Caesar
rogue
was a rogue.
slash.
We've had a warlock.
And a monk.
Yeah.
We had
And-
a wizard.
Yeah.
Have we had a fighter? Yes.
Yeah.
Our the Rune Knight
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah.
came along.
Oh, yeah.
Did we get a barbarian?
I'm sure
Yeah,
a couple of Michaels
Michael
were
was on the barbarian or
multi-classes.
something, right?
So
we need a paladin.
no, we had a paladin.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really think it is a bard. I think
Okay.
that's the only character class we've not had.
All right, folks. That's the challenge. We need a bard.
Ranger. We haven't
Oh, we
had a
have
ranger.
Well, no.
No, because
But
Jared plays a ranger.
Keldon is a
So,
ranger.
yeah.
Okay,
So-
you're right.
Which we have not.
But I mean, we've had a
haven't had
cleric.
We did have a
We've had a
cleric.
cleric.
we have cleric.
We have clerics too. But like as far as visitors
Visitors,
go,
yeah.
Yeah.
Leanna was she was a cleric, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't had a
Is she a cleric or she is a sorcerer?
who again?
Linnea?
Yeah.
That's
Linnea
what I
was a
meant.
wizard.
Linnea was a wizard. Okay.
But the I cannot remember him. Our good friend Black Raz played a
Selmayr?
wonderful
He
cleric.
was a cleric. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he will be. He's not on right now, but he's been messaging me about coming back and joining us again in December.
Cool.
And bringing his brother back, who's back from LA.
Whoa.
We'll get. We'll fill both our seats.
More
That
Razes.
night, that'll be good.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep. Yeah, Stark. Stark was a good one, Michael. That's true. Yep. So and
that's what I was there for,
Michael will
right?
be on with us next week too. So if his schedule works out, then we'll get him back on as well. So we love having guests. That's all we're saying. It's a lot of fun, and you get to play with new people and see new play styles, and it's made us. It's made things a lot of fun here. So I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's been on the stream with us. So people that you need to know though are here with us, and that's Cameron and Mark and Jared. And let's introduce you guys as characters, and then we'll get going. Start with Cameron. You're on the top.
Oh, okay, cool. Hi, I'm Cameron. I like to play D&D, and I like to drink chocolate milk. I think that's pretty much all there is to my personality. As far as the character I'm playing tonight, his name's
You
Sully.
may want to work on your backstory, your real backstory.
My real life backstory. No, that's a thing. That's a thing. My DMs often complain about how large backstories I write, and maybe my parents would like me to do something more similar to my life. So I'm playing Sully. He's a little forest gnome rogue. He's recently just had a bit of hard news. He's pretty. I guess I don't know what it's going to be like today, but it'll sure be interesting. We're kind of in his hometown, his home village, and where he was banished from. But I don't know how that's going to work out either. I have a lot of questions for Sully. I don't really have a lot of information I can offer you
A
at
lot
this
of
time.
questions
But
for Sully.
we'll get a lot of answers today, hopefully.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure. Mark.
Yeah, Mark Welch. Love playing D&D. This is a great setup that Ryan's put together here. Fantastic little format. So I challenge anybody who's listened or who thinks about it, come play as a guest player. I'm playing Eddie, the trickster cleric. He's just starting to understand maybe what the bigger picture about a few things, and he hopes that he'll be able to help his friend. Because it's probably going to be pretty tough here for Sully soon. So
Awesome.
Yeah, everything will work out fine, I'm sure.
sure,
Nothing bad ever happens to Sully.
Never.
rarely,
Really?
just the one time he got kicked out of his village. I mean,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that when you say that like that, it does sound a little harsh.
Awesome. Okay, let's get into it then. Maybe Sully can go back to his village someday. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
All right, maybe not. Maybe Sully doesn't want to.
Yeah. Great questions.
alrighty.
Okay. previously on, let's double check really quick to see if Jared's on yet. Nope. Okay.
Yeah,
there he is.
I hear.
Oh.
We got you.
Great. Let me adjust my sound and stuff so I can hear you too. Input, output. All right. Can you talk again?
Yeah. Hey, can you hear
There
me?
we are. Yeah. I can hear you.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice.
There he is.
And I see your audio coming on through as well. Great.
Perfect.
Oh, good. Everybody can see my audio settings instead of you. There we go. All right, Jared. Welcome. We were just going around and doing the introductions and stuff. Tell us about who you are and who you're playing tonight.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Jared. I'm playing. Am I playing Recton tonight?
Yes.
Question mark. Okay. I've been out of it, so I'll be learning a little bit about what's been going on. I've been trying to keep up, but I'm sure I'm out of date on at least one session. But Recton is a vanilla fighter, but he's pretty tough, and he's actually the father of the original character I was playing. So he's really just trying to bring his son home from what he originally thought was kind of a wayward adventure plan, but I think the more he's been involved, the more he's connecting some dots on the bigger picture, and also maybe feeling a little bit of his adventuring skills, and like whatever
Yeah.
his adventuring chops coming back. So
Right on.
yeah, I've been playing RPGs for a long time. Just recently back in the 5th edition, but enjoying it quite a bit.
Yeah. And I like the twist with Recton here. This is a good one. And just good to talk about. If you ever wanted to try something different, talk to your DM. If you're in a game, you want to try something different, talk to your DM and see how you can work it out. There's a lot of different ways to go. In this case, Recton is a family member of your other character, so that works in great with the story. That's awesome.
And I am just realizing now that his name is really familiar to an uncomfortable body part, but oh well.
Well, I will be sure to pronounce it clearly then.
I cannot believe I had not put that together before now, but you know what?
The first time
No.
he said it,
Really? I didn't see it either.
the first time he said it, I thought it was a joke, and I was like, okay, cool, Recton, let's go, dude. But it's a PG stream, so I was like, I'll just ignore it.
I seriously had never, ever thought that until now, which of course just makes me a better person than you
Yes,
guys.
it's true.
No, I
Very
never
clearly,
heard either, Jared,
I
but
would agree.
good job. I don't know
But,
what
you
your
know what?
subconscious is trying to accomplish, but well done.
But you know what? Rather than change his name, we're just rolling with it.
Yeah,
I don't-
we're just
Absolutely.
Not,
It works for
not
me.
everyone gets a great name.
No, you
No.
can't pick your names.
It's too late to save face, man. Now we're in it.
Maybe this is why he's so grizzled and grumpy. 'Cause he
It's
got
probably
teased a lot
There you go.
as a
Boy named
kid. Maybe his
Seuss.
whole
Exactly.
life.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why he wields a flame greatsword, because he got tired of it all.
Yeah, I would.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Everybody
There
gets
you
this,
go.
everybody gets a name, or it's like you can't find a name to name your kid that they're not going to find a way to make fun of on the streets on the
Yeah.
playground, right?
Yeah.
My name always rhymed with lion, and so there you go.
I mean,
Lion Ryan.
compared between lion and unfortunate body
Yeah.
parts, I might
Yeah,
choose
that's
lion.
true.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Doesn't matter. We're going with
We're
it.
going with it.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna highlight the correct pronunciation of Roll20 to make sure that everyone
Perfect.
Yeah.
gets it right.
Important.
All right. So last time, let's get Jared up to speed here, and here's something for you to think about, Jared, and how you come back and introduce yourself again to the group. So I'll give you a minute to think about that while we do some stuff with Sully. But Recton had been staying up at Dragon's Keep waiting for Keldon to come back. When, let's say, a couple days ago, Sylvana, the dragon, did return back, but without Keldon. She assured you that he was safe, but that some dangerous things were coming, and the dragonborn kids that were up at Dragon's Keep weren't safe up there anymore. And so she was transporting them and you down to Paulwatch, to where hopefully the Intrepidus headquarters could find some way to house them and take care of them down there. And then hopefully, and she left you with the task, or at least asking you a favor, to find Eddie and Tobias and Sully, and see if you can follow up on how they were doing with their mission to the tree here in the Dark Forest.
We're doing really well.
And so far, they're...
I can only imagine that, again, remember, he's kind of 1 foot into this and 1 foot out,
Exactly.
right? He's kind of mostly into bringing his son home, so having an expectation of him showing up and then not showing up probably started to tip him back over to the, like the jaded side, like, okay, it's one more thing that has to happen,
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll see. All right.
Yeah, so go with that, and we'll bring you in just a minute. Let's go and talk to Sully and his dad, and his mom, in a way. All right, here at the base of the great tree in the dark forest, Sully and Eddie and Zeado have just finished dispatching several witches. And in doing so, though, the witches were rousing up the gnomes and the people in the forest, and were finally going to be powerful enough to try and go back and take back what was theirs and raise the cities and all that kind of stuff. They had used their coven abilities to brainwash, to bewitch most of the people here, including your father. However, to become a coven, they needed at least 3 witches. There were only 2 of them, and so they found a unwilling participant in Sully's mother, who was buried here at the foot of this tree many years ago, and raised her up and added her to their coven, giving them enough power to do all of this. So, during the fight, though, Sully learned the truth from his father, who finally was kind of broken free from, after a couple conks on the noggin, was broken free from the spell that was over him, the enchantment that was over him. But unfortunately, shoot, am I remembering it wrong? The very end? Like, she went down at the end, right? Yeah, okay. Great. I'm glad my brain,
No, that's exactly what happened.
I'm not
crazy thing.
sure. I can't remember who did the last bit of damage. It was Sully?
Yep.
Mm.
My dad was like...
Trying to warn you.
But it was
at the same time, you didn't recognize her as your mother anymore.
And he's definitely hallucinated before,
Yes.
so it was just one of those things where I was afraid it was going to bite us later.
Okay. So, the witches have been vanquished now at this point, and your father comes walking back over to you.
So she transformed back into...
After she died again, although it was, she was raised up, so it wasn't her anymore.
Right.
Her features turned back from the hags the big nose and she had bluish skin and dark glowing eyes, not dark glowing eyes, like red glowing eyes and such. And her features transformed back after she was killed again.
I think, yeah, so he just sinks down to his knees for just a second and just kind of watches with a confused expression on his face, blinking his eyes but not doing anything else.
Sam, I'm so sorry. How did you come back here?
Ignoring my father. Does my mother have a pulse if I reach down and try and feel for one, or?
I do remember how it ended now. Sorry, I just opened my notes. That's always good to do.
Yeah.
She was at... anyway, she's at 1 hit point.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly how many hit points she had, but you hit her for like 25 and she had 26 hit points. So she's at 1 hit point. Her pulse is weak. And you can see that she's fading.
So Eddie immediately drops he's a big, huge, giant ape that was about to smash, and then he just drops the form and reforms to himself right next to this person, and looks at Sully and just casts Cure Wounds.
Okay. It seems to stabilize her. And she is unconscious.
Okay.
Is she okay?
That's the best that I can do right now. I'm exhausted.
Okay. Okay, sure. Tobias, do you have anything? Do you know if she's gonna be okay? I'm not good with medicine and stuff.
Tobias, I think he has a couple potions on him maybe, but I don't think he has anything that could help with that.
Okay, sure. So Lisa's going to keep on rubbing his forehead, which hurts really, really bad, and is kind of just becoming really red and swollen. And he's just going to keep on rubbing his forehead and just staring down and not muttering to himself, but just kind of in a daze, unsure of what to do.
Could I do a medicine check to see if I feel like another Cure Wounds would help, or is she in a coma or something like that?
Yeah, do a medicine check. Let's do that.
9.
Okay. You are not sure. She seems stable. And I guess a coma would be the best way to describe it, but she is breathing now and not laboring in her breath.
Okay. I think she should be okay for now. It's the best that's the best I can say for sure.
Thank you, Eddie.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Senior, are you okay?
He has also got his like Sully. His face has become stained with those birthmark lines that run through when his psychic powers are activated. But he is trying to push those back down and hold them back down and get himself back under control. Are you all together then? What? How did you know to come here?
What were you doing here?
Yeah, exactly. What was going on here?
These witches, they've been around the countryside for a while, but I never thought that they would be a problem. And then one day I was talking to them, telling them about your mother. They were asking about her, about what she was like. And asking what happened to her. I didn't remember much. I still don't remember much, but I showed them here where we had laid her to rest. One of them said that they felt such great power from the tree. And I thought that was nice. Then the next day, 3 of them showed up. I didn't recognize her at first, but she called me by name. And told me that we were going back to Palwatch. We were going to take it all back, finally. And that's what the mother tree wanted.
And you just listen to them? You know, these witches?
I didn't have a choice, son.
You didn't have it. I'm kind of tired of you using that excuse. just a little bit. So I just want to understand that you were about to lead these people to a war that you didn't know if you were going to be able to win just because these witches said so?
They enchanted me, all of us. And he gestures at the whole group
huge
of
crowd.
people.
How are they looking? Are they looking like still
they're dazed.
like torch and pitchfork style, or are they just like
They're pretty
they're
dazed, at this
okay.
point. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
And
much better situation.
yes, they're coming
Okay.
out of this haze that they have been in. He said they enchanted all of us.
It's your job to protect them.
You saw how powerful they were.
Yeah, I did, but we were able to handle it, and it's not our job to protect them. Dad, it's your job. Why? And you know, you've done so much to protect them, and now you just choose, or you just fail to do it. It's just kind of a lot to take in.
Well, we all fail sometimes, Sam.
Really? We all fail sometimes. Because when I look at my life and all the bad things that have happened to it, it seems to me that, like, really, it's just your failures that haunt me, Dad.
Well, that's something that's... I wish I could take back from you then. But I can't. You are who you are. You're my son. You have this curse. Whether you live with it or how you live with it is up to you.
Do you even know what the curse is? You've been feeding us ideologies and beliefs for at least my entire life, and probably yours too. But you've never left the forest to figure out what it actually is, right? I'm going to reach into my backpack and take out The Life and Death of Sidra.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, do you know of a woman named Sidra? Is that a secret that your dad passed on to you that you just neglected to tell everybody, or are you just completely oblivious to what's inside you?
Sidra's a myth.
A myth!
Well, I'm actually... There's a couple of us that could say differently. We've, including your son, have met her. We did, right?
I don't think we have, no.
No, you haven't met
She's-
her.
Okay.
But you have the
sorry.
book. Zeada would know about her, though.
Okay.
And he's still around. He's getting ready to pack up and leave, though. But he's from the other side of the wall and would know about
Well,
her
I mean,
history-wise.
Lady Savannah
Yes.
spoke that Sidra
Sure.
was a real thing.
Yes.
So that's where I'll come at.
No,
Sorry
yeah.
for-
You guys all know, you guys know that she's real.
Yeah.
No.
No. Sidra. I've seen enough in this world to be able to say that Sidra is real as any god can be.
This world that you think we live in this forest, is actually extremely small compared to what's out there beyond it. Palwatch itself might just be bigger than this entire forest that we live in.
Bigger is not better.
No.
You're starting to sound like one of them.
But freedom's better than this tyranny that you impose on us. Do you know how to read?
It's never been necessary skill out here. There's much more important things.
All right,
than
well,
that.
get someone to read this to you, and I just throw the book at him. And just turn away and kneel down again to look at my mom and just stay there for a minute.
Okay.
Have I been able to, as this is kind of going down, with the time that we spent here, the hole in the ground, any idea what the source could have been created? Does it look magical? Was it created by the tree potentially? Is
It seems to be
root-bound?
tied. There are a lot of roots like sticking out into the hole
Uh-huh.
and such, but it looks like they. So it looks connected to
Okay.
the tree. You can't really like it's. They dug down well past where she was buried, so
Okay.
it goes on almost bottom.
Oh, so it is an excavation?
Well, it was a magical excavation, not
Okay.
a like digging down excavation kind of thing.
Okay.
So at this point, I think Recton is close to arriving too. So let's work you in just a second here too, Jared. He's been traveling out from Paul Watch with his bearings towards this this great tree here, and along the way he found a lot of empty villages and towns and whatnot, and some scary foresty things. But I'm sure he handled it fine.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Okay.
I'd also like to ask
Yeah.
Sam Sr.
Yeah.
and say, is there some kind of connection or power that they were blocking, or that you severed, or that you helped sever or block, that these witches were they changed something about the tree while they had you in their power?
Once they raised Sam's mother, it was almost like the tree had turned the entire forest dark. And it's been like that for a week now.
Well, I think we're going down this hole. But I could use some more, a little more muscle than just what I've got. And I know that our buddy here has to go. So.
You have to go down?
Well, if Woody's saying that this is the biggest change I can see that happened around here recently, and that it was what raised what I think is your mother, that they've got to be connected. Whatever's down at the bottom of that must be what's shrouding and cutting off the... It might be a bad... I mean, you know, may not be the right place, but it's the best place to start that I can see. But
Sure.
as I was saying before, though, I'm really, really tired, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too.
Well, the so you think you hear that your mother breathing a little more deeply, and you can see her chest rising and falling now, with a little more ease, and she almost lets out almost a little moan or like a sigh. Yeah, like a sigh.
Oh, okay. Looking down at her, kneeling down and seeing if she's coming to or not.
Mm-hmm.
Just not trying to force her awake, but if she's waking up, I just want to make sure that I'm close.
So, do you want to try and wake her up, or just be there?
I don't want to like jostle her awake, but maybe like just like very quietly, something like that. Mom?
Okay. All right, Recton comes across this as he gets close to the tree that he's been tracking and coming to. He comes across basically the entire population of the forest has gathered here. They're about 100 yards away from the tree, and they're just in this big mob. And Recton just starts pushing his way through the group of them. And as you push your way to the front, finally, you see this giant tree with branches that spread out for yards across the glade here. And there's a huge hole that's been excavated in such a way that it had to be done by magic. in front of it, and you can see Sully and Eddie, and I don't think you've met Tobias yet, so you recognize Sully and Eddie there, and they're with a couple of gnomes in front of the tree.
Okay, so he recognizes Eddie and Sully. That's it, right?
Yep, exactly. Those are the only two that he would recognize.
And Marty.
Yeah, and
The lion.
he's bringing a message from Dragon's Keep. Is that
Yes, he's there to find out what's going on with the beacon that they were looking into, and to let them know that Lady Sylvana wants them to find a way to keep the Dragonborn safe in Palwatch.
right? Okay, so that's what the message he's bringing to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
In his mind, he's probably, again, like every next task that he's being given is like, okay, just this one more thing, and then I can find my son. It's like everything is like another thing and another thing. So he's walking up on it. It's obvious like something's weighty is happening, right? I mean, you walk up on a scene like that, and it's like, okay. So he pauses for a second, and this big deep sigh, like it's like, this is why I retired. And then walks over to them and just kind of gives them an acknowledgement nod, and then just indicates to, I guess Sully looks like he's probably more involved than Eddie, so he just kind of gives like a side head nod to Eddie, like, like I need to talk to you on the
Sure. And I'll
side or something.
Yeah, well, and I'll kind of cordon off and allow this to continue. The bereavement or the care,
Okay.
whatever it might be. And Recton, what are you doing here? Or Mr. Recton, or Mr. Yes, sir.
Have you lads ever considered that
I keep forgetting that Eddie's
maybe
like
you're
17.
cursed?
I mean, I thought that myself, and actually Eddie thinks that for real. So, I mean, not Eddie, Sully. Talking to my people on my party as if they're me. But no, yeah, Sully, he actually does think he's cursed. So, I mean, it's kind of a funny deal. But
That fits. That fits.
so you said you.
I mean, granted, the adventuring life does lead to these kinds of things, but
Oh yeah, that's right. You've seen this before,
this is a
haven't
pit
you?
of vipers. Every time we turn around, this story gets deeper. There's another thing to do.
Funny
Another
that
problem
actually that you say deeper, because I'm 99% sure we're gonna have to go down that hole to see if we can fix this tree, because that's what we're kind of here to do. Like you were saying, wondering what the progress is. You kind of stepped in the perfect timing, because we could use some more help, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to take to fix this. Or at least it's in the next lead. So,
Of course I did.
Okay, cool.
Of course I did. So, yeah, he's just like, it's like, this is my lot in life. Like, of course I walked up right when you're about to go into the dark hole in the ground.
I mean, it's actually pretty fantastic. I'm not gonna look at you close in the mouth personally.
I've been traveling for I don't know how long, a couple weeks maybe.
She would have flown you down to.
Okay.
So I imagine that she flew you and the Dragonborn down in a big basket to Palwatch, but then it's a couple days. It's a day or two from Palwatch out to.
Okay.
Oh, so is she in Palwatch currently?
No, so she dropped you guys off, and then she promised you, Recton, that when she came back again, that she'd be back with Keldon.
Yeah, but this is like the third or fourth.
Yeah,
it's a lot of promises.
Not promise exactly, but it's like the third or fourth thing. It's like, okay, just do this one more thing. Anyway, so Recton is just
it do be like that.
Mm-hmm.
It do be like that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He's just like I've been making my way here for 2 days, two whole days,
I know.
and I just happened to walk up within 5 minutes.
It's
Of you
fortuitous.
guys going down into this hole.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna go in the next 5 minutes because I'm really tired. It's late in the day. I did a lot of work earlier, so I don't know if we're on a time crunch. And I look at Sam Senior and go, "You have any idea what kind of a time frame? Or can those witches come back?"
You guys destroyed the witches. Their bodies are still there.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably ought to burn these first. Let's do that first.
Yeah.
So I organized some village people to help me get the witches and pile them up with some wood and stuff and get that.
Okay.
We have the construction worker and the policeman.
You got one guy
together.
with a big helmet and another guy with a badge and another guy with a big headdress.
Right.
There
I
we
heard
go.
the same thing.
And they come over and help you build a pyre for the for the hags.
They do a little song and a dance.
There's a ritual there, yes. There's hand
Yeah,
gestures.
never seen. All right, so yeah, as soon as Rectum hears we're not going in right now, he's like, "All right, good. I'm gonna get a drink," and he just wanders off to find the closest thing to someone serving any kind of drink.
Okay.
Okay, back to Sully for a second.
Yeah, my mom started breathing a little bit more heavily,
Yes.
but she's still kind of out of it, it seems. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. In that case, I'll just sigh, stand up again, and look at my dad. And say, "By the way, my name is Sully now, since you took my first one away from me. And I'll be going by that as long as I'm around here. Do you gathered like the entire forest here to go and raid Paul Watch?
The witches did. Yes.
You did though too, because they all respect you.
I can see that it's splitting hairs at this point, but yes.
Okay. Okay, well, what are you gonna do now? Lead them in a war against Paul Watch?
Why? I don't like the outsiders. But you know that I've never sided with the druids and the witches and the forest folk that want to actually destroy everyone.
Okay, no, you're right. Usually you don't, but I just have to ask now because I don't know. It's been a few years, so I don't know what you're thinking now. But you're not planning on doing that?
No, Sully.
Okay. Well, Dad, the good news is that while we have everyone here, I think I have an important message, if it's okay. If I share it with them?
Sure.
Thank you. And there's not really a pedestal or anything, but... Oh,
There's some big roots.
Yeah, there's big roots. And I was thinking about those platforms, too, that are up along the trees.
Yes.
Which one looks like it would give a better vantage point for everybody to be able to see?
Just the first one that you guys were, because that came down closest to them.
Okay, cool.
So you could even climb up around the tree and just stop like halfway up.
Cool.
One of the trees.
All right. In that case, yeah, I'm just going to dart over to that. Well, I guess these two might be finishing up their conversation at this point.
Yeah.
But,
We're probably about done.
Okay, cool. I just want to, I'll hop on Marty and have him just kind of like tear and run over and climb up a tree. Instead of going up the stairs, I'll just have him carry me up.
Okay.
Because mountain lanes are good at climbing, I guess. But once I get up there, I'll hop off. Forest people!
After a moment, they quiet down a little bit and turn towards you. Some of them recognize you.
Hi, wow, there's a lot of you. Hi, my name is Sully. I am the son of Samuel Saltwaite, and I happened to come here today, and you all calmed down really fast, but I don't know if you remember. Do you remember what was going on like a minute ago or 2 minutes ago?
We're gonna burn Paul Watch.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
somebody
that.
else says, Shut up, we're not doing that.
Great, yeah. No, I love this reform that's going on here. I just want to make a couple things clear. I have ventured beyond the forest, and I have returned with some friends that I made there. Yeah, they're over there. They're pretty cool. They helped stop the mind controllery stuff that was going on, but it's not what everyone says it is. It's not what my dad says it is. It's not this terrible world of people just thinking about what way they can cut down trees next or how big a fire they can start in the forest. It's not like that. It's just people like us who have different beliefs because they, actually have some life experience as opposed to all of us who just get brainwashed and told that trees are the best thing that ever came since sliced bread. But really, I appreciate the desire to help and fight against evil, but they are not the evil. The outside Paul Watch, that's not the evil. There's something worse coming that will burn down our forest if we don't do something about it. I know.
What's sliced bread?
I'm not. Yeah,
Oh my gosh!
True. I'm not sure it's been invented.
We don't have sliced. You guys don't have sliced bread out there, I know, Eddie and Recton. But here in the forest, it's this awesome thing. Once we bake a loaf of bread, before we give it away, we have the bakers cut little slices in it, so that you don't have to worry about it. I know usually we just kind of tear it with our hands, but that's kind of barbaric here. We're a little bit more civilized in some ways. But that's what sliced bread is. Does that answer your question, Recton?
Heretic, burn him!
He's the crowd, right?
Oh, he's the crowd. Yeah.
I'm being villagers.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I like that. Okay, anyway, there are dragons. Actual huge dragons. I know because I almost got killed by one. It was a terrifying ordeal. And my friends...
But Recton's son killed it. So.
Right, but his son killed it, and I think he's still alive, too, to tell the tale. We'll get him here someday. But there's more of them. Like, I don't know, 50 or 60? There's so many more. And it's worse. There's like an actual god one who is like a fallen god or something. What's her name, Eddie?
Bethesda. I can't remember. Bethesda? No. It's something like that.
Bethesda?
No, it's
the Harper's Ferry? No, that's not it.
No.
Baltimore? No.
Azana?
It's like Bish. No, it's Bish. It's like Bish. Bechamel.
It's a weird one. Hang on.
Well, it's this terrifying
I always have to read it too.
evil dragon.
Bishaba.
Bishaba.
Yeah, Bishaba.
His name's Bishaba. And in a few weeks, they're going to be here. And they're coming. Particularly, they're coming to this forest to destroy this tree, as well as the rest of the world beyond our forest, which, honestly, you guys are a lot of people, but there's so many more out there. People who don't understand our culture, who deserve to learn what you have to tell them, but that's not important right now. What is important is that we're never going to get the chance. We're never going to get the chance to live and actually taste freedom if we don't do something about this. We're coming around trying to make sure the tree's okay and that it's healthy. We're going next because there's other places like this tree that need to make sure they're healthy, but more importantly, we need people who are willing to fight for this tree, our heritage and our ancestry. We need people who are going to be willing to stop this terrible calamity that's going to come. And I guess since you're all here, I thought now's as good of a time as maybe to just ask who's willing to do that. Because if we don't, then I don't know who's gonna, and if no one does, it's gonna be over.
Okay, make a persuasion check. No, I'm just kidding. That was a great speech.
Oh no. That's a 26 persuasion check.
Did you really roll?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Wait, you really? Wow.
That's good.
I got a good persuasion modifier.
The crowd is silent for a moment, and then you hear a voice.
I'll start clapping.
you hear Winnie
Oh.
say, "He's right. We should listen to him." And then they start mumbling,
Back, bro.
and you hear whispers going through the crowd. Yeah, Sam brought us out here. What are we doing out here? And then those whispers keep going around through it. We can't let him take the mother tree. No. What are dragons? We can't fight dragons.
Dragons are terrible, man. I'm telling you.
So those whispers start going through the gathered crowd, and they spread all the way back from person to person across the way, until finally he says, Winnie shouts up again, "We're with you, Sully."
All right. Well, yes. Good. If you're with me on 3, say mother tree 4.
But for
Life.
there you go. Okay.
Why don't you work on that a little bit?
Okay.
It's a spitball. We're just spitballing.
How about like? Huzzah!
Huzzah!
1, 2, 3.
And you hear it echo across the entire forest.
Very good.
Huzzah.
Very good. All right.
Oh, you're doing great, Sully.
Oh, thanks, Recton. I'm gonna get down from here now because I'm not a leader. I just wanted to. You guys needed to know. So now that you know, we can figure more stuff out. But just in the meantime, don't listen to my dad. He's an idiot. So just no more listening to people who are
I'm
trying
watching
to tell you
Sam.
what to do.
What's his face?
He's
What's
dejected.
Yeah.
But he knows that, like, you can see it in him, that he knows that he's screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing.
And that's all kind of, when this is all kind of settling down, Eddie will walk over kind of next to Sam and just say, "Hey, everybody does fail, but it's taking that next step and trying again. So why don't you take this up as an opportunity to try again?"
He goes over to his wife and is just kind of whispering to her.
And I'll start making it litter to take her somewhere better
Okay.
than just the floor of the floor. The
Right.
floor of the forest.
What a champ, Eddie.
Well, I do have a +7 medicine. I figure I could do that.
No, you probably can. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you start gathering together sticks and making a litter together for her.
Mm-hmm.
Recton, did you want to see what was down in the... While we're here, do you want to see what's down in the pit?
Yeah, might as well.
Tobias isn't too banged up. He can help lower you down with some rope.
Oh, and I'll grab a rock and cast light on it and hand it to him. And you might need this.
Nice.
Right. All right.
All right.
Let's get this over with.
Make an athletics check with advantage since you got some rope.
Hey. Thank goodness we have you here, man. What's your athletics?
Oh, mine? Like
Yeah.
nothing. -1, I think.
Mine's -1 too. So it's good that we have it.
Good thing I have a fighter.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wow, 26 is the number tonight.
Oh, no. That means he can't get in a fight, though.
Oh yeah. That's
Your skill
true.
rolls are high. You can't get
All right,
now.
Jared. No combat tonight,
Yeah.
okay?
I know. I can only roll good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you get down to the bottom, the light is dim, but you go down probably. Let's say the rope's 50 feet. You have to dangle. You can finally see the bottom when you get to the end of the rope, and you have to dangle down. Do you want to drop down to the floor? You think you could probably jump back up and grab the rope again if you need to,
Oh, we-
or do you
we-
just
we
want
have
to hang
more
at
rope.
do you want to
We
just hang at the end of the rope?
No, I'll drop.
Okay. As you drop down, your feet crunch on something at the bottom. And Recton would recognize that sound though. You've stepped on dry and brittle bones before. You look all around you at the bottom of this pit, and you see bird bones covering the bottom of this pit.
No. What?
All right, Recton's like, of course it's covered in bones, and he takes his greatsword out, lights it up.
Okay. You guys see a flame. Who's watching him down the? You guys are all watching.
Rapture, yeah.
Yeah, at this
Are you
point,
done
can
with
I
the-
be
you
back
done with your
down?
speech and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When Recton's flaming sword lights up this big fireball, we'll put a light down in there now. Maybe if it will show up. There it goes. Okay. Sully and Sam, his father, see the birds. You see the bird bones that are just scattered all around him, and mixed in with them are some large, like monolith type stones down there as well. But when you see those bones, you have a vision, both of you. You are whisked away to hundreds of years ago, and you can see Sidra standing there in front of a pair of gnomes, husband and wife. And she says, "Please let me try and help you to protect your forest. I think that this, I believe that you're doing what's right, and I think that I can help you." And she touches the father on his forehead, Spock style, and you see this bluish or this purplish pinkish glow form around them. But then something goes wrong. The tree reacts to it, and that power turns darker and darker, deeper and deeper purple. That light does, and you see hundreds of birds that were perched up in the tree all fall down, just die in that instance. And Sidra screams, and then so does the man, and she wrenches herself away, and that light fades. But she looks in horror at what's happened around, not understanding how things had gone wrong, and starts apologizing. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." The man's okay. He recovers, but you can see now that he's got these purple tattoos, these purple lions around his eyes. And he says that it was horrible. I saw, oh my goodness. And he turns to his wife and says, we can never leave here. It's too much. If we leave the forest, the world out there will kill us all. And he touches the tree and says, "Go, leave us," waving at Sidra, and she flies off, sad and dejected, in failure. And then moments later, you come back, and you're here again.
And who saw that?
That's just, you know what? All of you saw it. All of you saw it, but it affected Sully and Sam the most. They actually, you guys fall to your knees, but kind of like imagine that like this power, this aura, like radiated out from them, so that you guys could all see that.
Okay.
Oh.
That was kind of interesting. I'm not the smartest person, but it seems like there's a connection between your affliction and this tree, and potentially the power that's darkened it. Hey, Rexon, what else do you see down there?
Brackton, if I come down too, can you carry me back up?
Right. You can't
Bye.
climb a rope? How have you survived this long and you can't climb a rope?
Your son, duh. Just start lowering myself.
It is true. He did do all of the climbing for us. We didn't do much climbing. We just let him cart us around.
Minister just like fire men sliding down the rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, what else do I see down? I mean, I guess I'll kind of walk around a little bit.
You see, down on the ground here are also just the roots make up most of the ground down here as well. So you could touch the roots of the tree, the bare roots of the tree down here. That's kind of you got roots, you got bird skeletons, and you got a couple of large Stonehenge type stones down there.
Okay.
So what's on the stones and whatnot?
They're blank. So
Oh.
sorry, I didn't. I wasn't actually reading my notes when I was describing that. Just going off it. Those stones would have been set up around the tree. Like in your vision, you would have seen them set up in front of the tree here, where this big pit is now.
Okay.
And at the end of, or as that power was happening, you see them get pulled down into the ground,
Interesting.
and they get like they sink down, they fall over, and they get pulled down into the ground.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Where this hole is now used to be like a Stonehenge, a henge type place of power for the druids and such like that.
But there doesn't look to be like
No,
any
it's-
other significance or anything
No,
down
not
this
necessarily.
level?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Nobody knew who they were or what they were doing.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap? Spinal
Yeah,
Tap?
I got you.
No, nobody?
Yeah.
I was with
Yeah.
you. Yeah. I just couldn't remember the next line after that.
And then Zeato explodes.
Stonehenge.
No.
We need a drummer to blow up. Hang on.
Yes, exactly.
Eddie, those stones didn't have any religious meaning, did they?
I don't know. Do I see anything religious iconography that I understand or no?
No, there's nothing like carved on it, like runes and stuff like that necessarily.
Okay.
Make a. You're down there now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you get down to the ground and you're standing on the roots, you feel a connection to the tree.
Oh.
Now, you almost went and stood on the roots before to talk to people, but then you didn't.
Oh.
But now you're finally there.
Yeah.
We'll put the roots down there. That's great.
Cool.
But you feel a connection down there, and you can almost hear a voice talking to you in your head. And you reach down, you can touch the roots, and it gets a little bit louder. It's soft though, and you recognize it though as your mother's voice.
What? Mom?
Sam?
Okay, forgive me. This is really creepy, though. Why are you in a tree?
I've been here for a long time, but it's been dark. It's been hard to see. Are you here? I think I can see you.
Yeah,
I can see your father.
yeah, he's up there. Okay, you have a body. Did you know that? It's alive, I think, and breathing. Is that not yours?
I remember my body.
Eddie!
Yeah.
Oh, I have a psychic whisper.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll just
Just
think
really loud in
up
your
to
head.
you,
Uh-huh.
Hey, Eddie, so fun. I think I'm talking to my mom's spirit, which is somehow embedded in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how that works, you know, but does, like, Timora offer any explanation for why a soul might not be attached to a body, or how a body can even be alive if not attached?
I'm not in the deeper secrets by any means.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of at this point. And I'll be looking down into the hole. And how are you talking to her?
I am holding on to a root, and she's
I'll grab one of the
speaking
roots
to me.
on the edge. Does that have any effect for me?
cast any spells or say any prayers or anything like that? Or
I don't know. The bad part is I'm tapped.
Oh, yeah,
you're
yeah.
cast. So
Recton, are you
So,
hearing
Recton,
any
you-
voices?
So you're down there. You don't hear any voices, but you can see Sully just talking to the roots, kneeling down and just talking to the
I
plants.
guess really it's not that unusual, but addressing it as my mom probably is.
yeah.
You all right, Sully?
Recton, I think my mom is in the tree.
Yeah. That figures.
Okay.
Well, how's she doing?
Mom, my friend's dad wants to know how you're doing.
We feel locked up.
I don't like that. That's weird.
No, she's here too, Sully. The mother tree.
Oh.
I can feel her.
I'll try casting
She was
Lesser
hurt.
Restoration on the tree roots.
Oh, okay.
It's the only thing I have that has any healing
That's an
powers.
idea. Yeah.
So I'll cast that while I'm up there.
What does it do exactly?
It removes the condition.
That's right.
Lesser Restoration is not great.
No.
It's almost like lesser than.
Yeah,
most other
it's
restoration
actually
spells.
pretty crap for a
It
second
is
level
divine
spell.
magic, though, and when you cast it, you feel like there is something like there's some kind of magic like around the tree, like almost like it's caged or something, or tied up, bound,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay, but we don't see anything physically on the tree that would
No, you
jive with that.
No,
Okay.
it's definitely invisible to your
Okay.
eyes.
Like in the spiritual type
Yes.
realm.
So, okay, Mom, just to make sure I understand, the tree itself, the mother tree, is there with you, and you can sense it and feel it?
Yes.
Is there anyone else in there?
No, just us.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Just her.
hey, since the mother tree is kind of old and knows some stuff, maybe ask your mom what the mother tree needs.
Okay.
Let's play a little game of telephone here.
Yeah. Hey, Ma. My friend wants to help the mother tree and you, but he wonders if the mother tree knows what needs to be done in order to help you feel free.
She needs you to give her. She needs her power back.
Oh.
She says your father and you. They took something from her, or something was taken from her. But she can sense it in the two of you.
Oh.
Oh, you need to give the power back that you hold?
I don't know.
I look at Sam and ask him, I'm like, do you know anything about this? I relate kind of the conversations been going on, that you're holding a power that the tree needs.
I've always felt like the visions were related to the tree, the things that I would see, but I didn't ever think that it was something that was that belonged, I guess, to her. I mean, the myth was that these things came from Sidra.
Right.
I just thought that they were helping us to talk to the tree.
Yeah.
He walks over to the roots on the top, because he's still up there. And he calls down to you. He says, Sully! And he reaches out and touches the tree. He says, Sully, I think I can do this.
Well, because actually I was thinking, and I look at Sam, it sounds like a ritual sacrifice to me. I mean, I don't know everything about religion, but no.
No.
Has Sully told you what's going to happen to him, to me?
No. What's going to happen to you?
It's already been happening, but it only gets worse. And if I can avoid that fate by doing something like this, then I think it's worth it. and he starts to glow that purplish, pinkish.
Oh, whoa, Dad, hold up.
You can feel it, and you can hear your mother speaking to you too now. He's like, and she says, "Sam, I can feel it. She can feel her power there."
Dad, what if this is another one of your hallucinations?
Sam, I don't know what's gonna happen, but she's taking it back, and you hear your dad start to yell, to scream up at the top, and he just bursts into this pink light, and you can see it just start to flow into the roots of the tree, like it's getting sucked up, like water sucking up.
I'll go over and kind of physically support him. It looks like something's leaving him, so I'll just kind of be there in case he's going to collapse.
Real fast, I just want to send a mental message up to
when you touch him,
Eddie.
you take 3 psychic damage.
Okay. Then I just stand by. I try not to touch him.
Eddie, is my mom responding at all? Her
I
body?
look over to her body. Is she doing anything?
She is. She's breathing heavier now. How about that?
Okay.
She
She seems to be
starting to
okay,
breathe
but
quickly.
she's breathing a little.
Her eyes
quickly.
aren't open though.
So it is affecting my mom. Okay, well,
Ask her if she's okay.
mostly what Sully's worried about is that this is some kind of hallucination thing that I'm now joint experiencing with my father, and that there is something bad going to happen if we continue to listen to it. But if there's an actual response coming from my mother's body, physical, I guess Sully will start to harness his energy too and try and help his father feed it into the tree.
Okay. All right. You
Gonna
grab
his
onto
mom
the
back?
roots.
Absolutely.
And you start to materialize your psychic blades. What do you always materialize them as daggers? So what do you
Yes. So this is he's always materialized it as daggers, but this is a little bit more. Rather than like focusing, condensing the energy, just kind of releasing it, which gives him a massive migraine. But then it's almost like it hits a threshold point where it just starts pouring out on its own, and it's less of a trying to like funnel and channel the energy into specific effects rather than and contain it, and more of just kind of letting go and letting it just kind of release, and it just kind of flows almost out of his pores and flows down his arms, channeling into the roots.
Okay, awesome. All right, Recton, this glow. You see Sully start to glow, and this power is flowing out of him now, and it's starting to like pulse and get bigger and bigger and bigger. What is Recton? What's his reaction to that?
He's backing up slowly at first, and then maybe not really panicking, but I don't think he wants anything to do with it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
If you don't run away immediately, then you back up slowly. You start to feel a little bit of that same psychic energy, that psychic damage that Eddie took. You take 4 psychic damage from just that pulsing out from him.
I'm sorry, Recton.
Gives you a headache.
Ouch.
If I can do one other thing just while I'm doing this.
All right.
As I'm doing this, and I kind of like am very scared, but I do remember there's one thing that shook Sully a lot, which was back on the Harbinger's hammer. No. Up at
that leg is right there. I'm sorry.
Up at Lady
You want to scoot over the camera?
Sylvana's.
Yes. Okay. It was at the Harbinger Hammer. I think I know what you're talking about.
It was the Harbinger hammer?
Yeah.
No, it was at Dragon's Keep. It was. I remember this because Lady
Then we're
Sylvana
not
had
talking about the
just.
same thing.
Okay. Lady Sylvana had just flown away, and we were talking to what's the name of our least favorite person? The Suthraga, yes. Suthraga turned and
That
looked
guy
at me.
sucks.
Yeah.
He does. He's the worst.
He turned and looked at me, and it was like, it's important that you tell your mother that you love her.
He did say that.
And so in this moment, as I'm trying to channel my energy and maybe lose my abilities, which honestly Sully would consider kind of a blessing and a gift, but as he's condensing his energy, he just remembers that as he's kind of like feeling his force fade. And so he just kind of whispers to the tree, to his mom and the tree, just like, I love you, Mom. And so,
Awesome.
So Suthraga, although slow and really stupid, actually had some value.
some,
That's amazing.
maybe. I hope so.
Well, I'm hoping, yes.
I hope so.
You hear your mom reply, I love you too, Sam. It's working. I can feel it. She's here. And her voice, your mother's voice, gets farther and farther away. And she says, I love you too, Sam. I love you.
I'm watching her body.
And her body stops breathing so heavily, gets slower and slower until she finally stops breathing. And then the next voice you hear is also a woman's voice, but it's not your mother's voice anymore. You hear the tree's voice. And she calls you Sully and says, Sully, thank you. I can feel that connection again to all of my children. And Sam continues to scream, and then finally lets go and collapses down to the ground. She says, that's enough. That's enough, Sully.
Okay.
Let go.
I'm really scared to, just squeeze the floodgates shut again. But, okay. And I release, and I try and, shut the floodgates as I feel it all kind of already, pouring out. I'm just worried that I'm not going to be able to stop it because there's so much.
Okay.
But I definitely try.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm so good at Constitution saving throws. We're going to ignore that roll, and I will re-roll that. 13.
13. You fall unconscious. So, Recton, you see Sully just fall backwards, almost like he throws himself backwards from the roots on the ground, and just that power that was flowing out of him fades away, and then it's just your sword lighting up the bottom of the pit now.
I check Sam's vitals. Is he passing or is he reviving? Can I tell?
Well, Recton, what do you want to do now with Sully?
You can walk over and nudge him with his foot, and assuming he gets no response, is just gonna hoist him over his shoulder and climb out of the pit.
People fall all the time. What are you gonna do?
Sully did get his way in the end.
Yeah.
Always do, man. Always do.
Tobias helps pull you, the two of you up, and when you get up, you see Eddie kneeling over Sully's father, and Eddie, you get to deliver that great Star Trek line.
What's that?
That he's dead, Jim.
Oh, sorry. He's dead. Is he? I'm experiencing this. He's dead now.
Yes, and he's gone.
Sully, I'm sorry.
Or was it? Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a druid.
That's right. That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, doctor.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I look at Recton as he's coming up, and I say, this one's he's dead. I believe she is too. Oh, and then I check Sully and check his vitals as
Sully is still hanging on.
Okay.
And after a few minutes comes to, But now, even though you're not touching the roots, you still hear the mother tree's voice in your head.
Psychic connection.
We got Sully still?
Yep.
Yeah, Sully. So Sully revives?
Yes.
Yeah, you wake up.
That happened to you a lot there, buddy?
Recton, is Kelvin? Kelvin, is that you?
Nope. No, it is not Kelvin.
Oh, Kelvin's dad, Recton and
Yeah.
Eddie?
Kelvin's
Okay.
dead?
No,
Dad.
your dad.
Is Kelvin dead?
No, Kelvin's fine. But,
Kelvin's not dead.
but your parents, they both passed.
What?
They both passed.
It's okay, Sully. They're with me now.
They've gone to the tree in the sky.
What does that mean? They're with you.
It means that everyone in this forest are my children. I've just been locked away from them for so long. It's been hard to speak to them like I've wanted to.
Oh.
If you like, I would like to continue to speak to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what I think that makes you?
I guess I. Well,
You're probably the prophet of the tree now, yeah?
don't say that, Eddie. Don't you dare say
I can
that.
see the look on your face. You're talking to somebody. Who is it?
I don't know. Wait, are you real? Oh, I swear, if you turn me into my dad, I will kill you somehow or another.
She says, "Here, let me give you some of my power again, but freely this time." And you feel that tingling in the back of your mind, but instead of a headache now, it feels okay.
Ooh, that's weird. Ooh, I start like scratching behind my ear. Yeah.
So, all right, are you going to take a level of druid or cleric? No. I'm kidding. Metagame.
Okay. I will tentatively try to harness and condense some energy into a dagger.
Okay, what color is the dagger?
Oh no! It's this really. Oh, you know what it is? It's like this very this vibrant jade green
Nice.
energy.
Okay.
With murky kind of like bronze, brownie bronze swirls,
Yeah.
kind of going
Okay.
throughout it.
All right.
But I'm like, Eddie.
I can see it. That's
See
way
this?
different.
This is so much prettier. Oh my gosh.
Actually, yeah, it suits you. You look way better. It's like, it's almost like there's a shadow lifted off of you.
Oh.
Looks good.
Yeah, you don't look quite as creepy.
That's exactly how I was going to put it.
Creepy. Okay. Do you think? Oh, wait. Do you think Kelvin will be mad if I'm not as creepy?
He'll give you a pass, I think. I don't know. Throw that dagger. Let me tell you.
Throw the dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll throw a dagger into the air, just past the tree. And
Okay, it goes spinning off into the air. And then,
Sets the forest on fire.
Yeah, then we're aiming at something that kills a bird.
More dead birds! Crap!
off to a good start.
Hey, it started with dead birds. It's starting again with dead birds. It's
Okay.
cyclical.
Wow. Well, thank you, Mother Tree. I think I'm kind of mad at. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little upset that you took my parents away, but I trust that it's probably what they would have wanted. They both loved this forest.
Your mother is still here. She's been with me for some time now. It's been nice
Oh.
to have her here.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going to miss her closeness as well. But and your father, I think I think he freed himself in the end.
Okay.
I could feel that was a gift to everyone here, but also to you.
Okay. Wait, so are you just going to be in my head now, like forever, or only while I'm in the forest?
We'll have to see. But I see that there's more that needs to happen, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Has the beacon been lit?
Oh, I don't know. Do you know anything about a beacon?
She says the birds on the top of my trees can see it in the distance. Here, let me fulfill my purpose and add to it. And you see this greenish fire light on top of the tree, almost like the trees like the trees glowing, but like flickering like flames and stuff like that. And that shines this light straight up into the.
Sorry, I'm watching what Jared's doing.
What's Jared doing?
What's Jared doing?
He's drawing on it. He's drawing the stone.
I drew some hinges.
Yeah.
But are they only 3 feet tall, or are they?
No, they're mini.
There are many hinges.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're mini Spinal Tap-sized hinges.
Yep.
Love it.
And then when that happens, you feel like she's joined in whatever magic is in the valley, and that that the beacons are all complete.
I think that's the beacon. I hope that's the beacon. I don't know what else would the beacon be.
All right. Well, we probably have to see to your parents. So I don't know what kind of. What's your normal religious?
Here, we give them back to the tree, back to the earth.
Yeah.
If it's okay with you, Mother Tree, here in your roots, if that's okay, to lay my parents to rest.
She says, "I would like that very much."
Okay.
The ground in this pit starts to. You see that the roots in there start to wriggle and move, and the ground starts to raise up and close up in this pit. And it starts pushing the stuff up from the bottom. Soon the tiny stone henges are almost to the top before it finally like kind of mounds over. And if you and she tells you to place them there in the henge.
I'll help move them into the henge.
Cool.
And as you do, the ground starts to pull, like swell up around them, and envelop them completely there. And these two hinges become their tombstones, their headstones, as they're buried right in front of them.
Okay. Sully stares at them for a minute, but kind of snaps out of it and takes a breath. Thanks, Eddie.
Yeah. There's he takes out his coin and flips it and catches it, and he says, he looks at it and then he flips it over, and it's the first time he's ever done that in front of you to where it's clear that there's two heads on the coin, and I say, unlike this coin, then there's two sides to life. It's what we have now, and when we pass on, and it happens to everybody, and the only thing you can do is remember them and make sure that you make his legacy bigger, that you fulfill this role that he never fulfilled.
It's really wise. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
So when we were coming down and you were like, here, let's flip a coin. If it's heads, that means we should go to the dark forest.
Yeah.
You used that coin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was that coin.
Sometimes I just...
Well, sometimes there's only one. There's only one choice.
Okay.
Sometimes there's only one choice.
You know, Timora just lost like 10 cool points, but then like 20 respect points. I'll give you that.
Sully, I've seen a lot of battle. I've seen a lot of battle and a lot of blood. and some people go to their grave, torn to shreds, washed down a river. This is a good place to rest.
Man, thanks, Rickton. I hope it is like you said. I didn't get to see my mother buried the first time, so this is kind of nice. Okay, well, I guess that should probably be it for us, right, Recton? You said that we should get out of here.
Yeah, we do. Well, you were sent in here to fetch us, right? Let's. Man, I feel like I never stop moving. Let's go.
Yeah, no kidding.
Marty nudges up against you and offers his saddle as a ride.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I just kind of like lay across it limply and just let him tow me out. Winnie.
Yeah, Sully?
Thank you for making my speech 20 times cooler, because they were all waiting for someone to agree. So, but we kind of got to go and do this in like 4 other places now.
What do you want us to do?
You know...
Bird Paul watch!
What if anybody who still wanted to fight did come with us to help protect, and those that want to stay in the force should stay and live their lives? That their lives have been interrupted. Let them, at least for now, have some peace.
At this point, they can see the mother tree right in front of them now, and glowing on fire, but not burning, luckily. And they'll pretty much do whatever you tell them to do at this point. So,
I don't like that.
Okay.
That's
Can I
weird for
suggest
Sully.
that only those with useful skills come with us?
Okay, hold up.
You're right.
Kelvin's
That's
dad.
a bit-
No. Do not doubt my people. Those
I'm
of
not
us,
doubting your
those
people.
of us who,
I'm just wondering how much use a baker will be in a battle.
have you ever needed to feed soldiers, Kelvin's dad?
I mean, they don't even slice bread here. So
Okay, well we can teach them that trick. No, this is a good. They are all useful. They're all good people. We don't need to worry about that.
But yeah, we probably let's stick to the tougher recruits.
They're all tough.
Yeah, I mean, but the ones that are as tough as you, they're not all as tough.
Okay,
as you.
no. You know how I've never died, right? I'm kind of invincible.
Well,
So that comes.
remember the 2 sides of the coin talk I was talking about? Not all.
Yeah. I'm the same side on both sides.
Oh,
I just always
that's
live. That's my
Okay.
my theme.
That's your
you tell
destiny?
them, Tree Father.
Yeah, no, don't.
Listen to that.
That word. Let's abstain from that. Let's just stick to calling me Sully for now.
I've been working on what they would call their deity.
Yeah.
I like that one.
The tree father. That's great. I love that. Okay, guys. There's a lot of kind of fine tuning we have to do and a lot of fast traveling. How about this? Take some time to prepare yourselves and get ready and cope with what's happening, and then head out to Paul Watch. Not to burn it, but there's honestly some real cool people there who I will have waiting to receive you, and they will help you understand and kind of understand what is beyond the forest, and then we'll move on to defend the forest. Also, we can kind of set up a correspondence with them and make a way to help Paul Watch learn more about us too while we're at it. Does that sound cool?
They have the bread.
They have the bread. And they have the
secret of
juice.
sliced bread.
They have the juice.
They have the juice.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do.
Can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
Yeah, I neither can.
All right.
Okay.
It'll
Cool.
be as you say, Tree Father. Sully,
You get 5 points.
the
I
Tree
think
Father.
you should leave Winnie
Tree
in charge.
Father.
That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely,
Father, I
yeah.
can't
No.
wait. I can't wait to tell Kelvin that one.
Maybe Kelvin
Hey.
would like that.
Recton, did you ever get that drink? We should go get a drink. And I needed your opinion on something. Kelvin has I don't know, he has an aversion to some of my ideas sometimes. So I'm wondering if you could take a look at this one, maybe rubber stamp it and just say it's good. I think he'll probably, take direction from you directly, and I'll use my glamour armor to change it into almost a not glowing, but really close, very shiny red metallic suit with a gold faceplate that at the very end kind of slips down in place. There's a circular shield on the front, and I said, "This is the armor idea. Kind of borrowed a little bit from Tobias's look, but made sleeker, more modern looking for our mercenary band, the Adas Intrepidus. What do you think? I mean, like I said, just if you could just tell me it's cool." We'll just tell Keldon this is the direction we're going. What do you think, Sully? Is this the direction we should go?
I feel a little...
I think every crossbow on the battlefield would be pointed at you.
I don't know, Eddie. It just feels a little bit like an affront to me and my culture. Now that we just came and experienced all this nature, the first thing you want to do is put in all this metal.
Right. No, it was in poor taste. You're right. And I see what you're saying. I probably don't want to direct all the arrows at me.
I like the direction.
Okay.
I like the direction.
It's scrap.
So
it's cool.
Yeah, we'll
Next
just
time.
keep on workshopping.
I'll keep working it.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, I'll keep working it. I'll figure it out one day.
I get what you're going for, but yeah, you don't want to attract too much attention.
I got you. Well, I mean, this is it for the next day, so. Just have to deal with me looking like this. Sorry.
All right. You guys head back on your walk back to Paul Watch.
Yes, real fast. I just want to put my hand on Winnie's shoulder and just
Okay.
Winnie,
Yes, Sully?
good job. We are going to head, there's other beacons like this that we need to make sure that we light them up too, so that when we can gather all the people together and we can all fight to defend what is ours. Are you willing to kind of help workshop these people and help them facilitate their needs as we, before I get back? I'll be here to help, always, and you can always message me.
Probably, I think you probably ought to give her a title so that people know that she's the one that they should.
Oh, absolutely.
Tree Mother? I mean, I'm just guessing.
No,
that would be a good one.
No.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad moniker. I mean, if you're the Tree Father, she could be the Tree Mother.
Well, but that's the Tree Mother. And
right.
I'm not the Tree Father.
Oh.
Right? Because that's a tree, and I don't think I
Right.
look like a tree.
I guess that's true. That would be blasphemous.
Yeah.
Maybe a better one. Sister? Tree Sister. You could be Tree Sister. There you go. The first of the priestesses. Tree Sister.
Sure, that's a good one.
Okay.
I like that. How about that, Tree Sister?
Several people hear you call her that, and they say, "The Tree Father has spoken."
See, there it is again. I just don't... Okay. Here. And I will reach into my bag and pull out the coin, one of the coins, that we received from that care package from Tobias.
Okay.
I have my one for the Intrepidus as the Primus, the intelligence officer, and then I have the one for the assistant Primus officer.
Oh.
And I am going to... this is my emblem. I'm kind of a big deal in the outside world. When you go and talk to people, they're going to be like, Sully? I'm pretty important. So this is my emblem. I had it commissioned and made just after me. But I'm going to leave it in your hands because I really... You helped us more than I think we ever could have expected coming in here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I was expecting a lot of hatred, so your compassion and your kindness and your desire to find the truth, even though everyone else was telling you what the truth was, is notable and awesome. And I think I would love to see more.
Oh, thank you, Sully. And she takes it and
So again, it's a
It's
crest.
just
It's a mark
it's a
of the
coin.
raven
Okay.
on
Yeah.
the coin.
Yeah. Cool. She can't make it like into a medallion really easily or anything, or
It
No.
might be a medallion. I lost
Okay.
the specific.
I just don't know. It should like
Medallion. It is a medallion.
Okay, so it is
I can't believe
medallion.
you even remembered all that.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been
You're
waiting
great.
to find someone to give it
that
to.
to. I do. I did. I used it. I like to have stuff like that. Too,
Yeah.
Okay.
so,
No.
Cool.
All right. She says, "I'll make sure that we're there in Paul Watch soon."
Thank you, Winnie. Go for like the awkward like handshake hug,
Okay.
and then yeah. Then as we leave, I just slip in. I picked up from the bottom when I went down there one of the bird bones, just a skull
Oh, okay.
from that pit that we went into, and I slipped that in my bag as well.
All right. Okay. All right. I need your guys' opinions for next time.
Okay.
I have a couple of things that I have kind of just put out there on my notes. And so I just want to know what you guys wanted to do next time. This was kind of a serious, heavy one. So I have.
Oh, was it? I
was it?
not-
Was it a heavy
We're
one?
making jokes.
You got to have the light.
Are you
You gotta
kidding?
have the lighting too.
Absolutely.
And so if you're up for it, I have an idea for a wild and crazy romp through Paul Watch as you try and get an orphanage set up for these Dragonborn kids. Or we could head back to the other side of the wall and see what's going on over there
Oh, like with
with Keldon and your
Bro.
characters, Imbro. Yeah.
I could play bro again.
I would like to see Bro again.
We will go back over there eventually.
Yeah,
I just
sure.
don't know if you wanted
I don't know.
to spend. Do you want to spend the time doing a little something lighter and there'd still be some combat. There'd still be some wacky, some hijinks.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm
getting
kind of
this set
fine
up,
for
but,
anything.
if you're up
What
for that, then great.
What do you think, Jared?
Paul Watch sounds fun.
And that allows you to keep playing Recton for a minute.
Yeah.
A little urban adventure.
Okay. All right. Cool. I will finish prepping that out for next week then. So look forward to that.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
I have
everybody.
a good new Roll20 icon for
so
Sully. But I don't know how to upload it. So
send it to me and I'll upload it. And if we want to, so I actually upgraded Roll20 this month. So I have a bunch of new features, dynamic lighting,
Oh,
all sorts of stuff,
Yeah.
near unlimited uploads of stuff. So I went through and uploaded a ton of those. Basically, all the little tokens and little things that I've gotten from 2 Minute Tabletop and the Patreon there.
That's great.
I've got a bunch of stuff uploaded there now, so I can drag things.
Very
over.
cool.
Dynamic lighting, before you launch it on stream, you'll want to mess with it a
Yeah,
lot.
I bet.
Because it's a whole other layer on the maps and
Right.
stuff. And so you just got to get used to it.
Cool. So we'll maybe give that a try, but we'll head over to Paul Watch
Nice.
and do that next time.
Very good.
Hopefully Troy's feeling better. Troy, if you got to watch us, then great. We're excited to have
Yeah,
you
man.
back again. Hope you're feeling better soon.
Seriously. I
Hope your
you are.
surgery went well.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Glad to have us together again. Next week, Michael will be joining us again,
Sweet.
and we will be having some fun in Paul Watch. So
Sounds
look
good.
forward to that, and we'll see you guys later. Join us next week on Monday, or check us out on YouTube, or send me an email, dragonskeeptv@gmail.com, and we will see you guys
Oh.
later. Yeah, go.
I will be in person in 2 weeks.
Awesome.
Dang, that'd be so cool.
Yes.
All right. Then look forward to that. We'll have the whole table together again. So that'll be awesome. All right. Well, thanks, everybody, and we'll see you again soon.